Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick kind of a follow-up walk-around video of my 2005 Dodge Magnum RT. So I did a video maybe 4 years ago or so, and I'll put a link in the description below to it. So just how the car was, I guess, 4 years ago. I've owned this thing for 5 years. I'm the second owner of it. The original owner, I think he put like 3,000 or 4,000 miles a year. So I bought it with only 32,000 miles ago, 5 years ago. It currently has, I think, just over 90 right now, so miles are still pretty low. But I'll kind of go through the list of all the mods that I've done to it, if I can remember all, because I've done quite a bit to it. So first off, the car came with chrome bezel headlights. I took those off and found a set of black headlights from an SRT that was wrecked at a junkyard. Got those all cleaned up and put on. And I did the black housing LED on there as well. Painted the grill black, and a little cheap lip spoiler off of like Amazon. I had a nice one on there, but I hit something on the freeway a couple years ago and it broke off, and I put this on just kind of temporary, and it's held up pretty well, so it doesn't bother me at all. Obviously I've done a custom stripe on it, so it's a matte black with a blue outline on it, which I kind of like. It was kind of fun kind of coming up with the idea for that. Over here on the side I've got 20-inch SRT wheels, and then I've got Stop Tech slotted rotors and Stop Tech sport pads on there, and I've also painted the calipers blue just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So tires, I'm running 245s in the front and then 275s in the rear. So the car definitely has more tire than horsepower for sure, but it's all good. I've also added Hemi Badges on the side off of a new Dodge Durango. I think they're also on the Charger and Challenger too. So, but I just kind of like the little bit cleaner look of it. So. Of course, the stripe goes all the way back, and then I wrapped my factory spoiler in carbon. It's got bored one day and had some lying around, and I've got a wicker bill on the back, which I kind of like too. One of my favorite mods to the car is going to be the quad exhaust tips. So a local exhaust shop actually fabricated those for me. So they took some off the shelf ones and then cut them up to kind of make one staggered, because I didn't want them to be flush. So as you can see, one's a little bit longer than the other side. I think they turned out pretty good, I think. Black and blue RT badge on there as well. And then, of course, I've got the LED tail lights. Open the back up. As far as audio goes, it's got stock speakers on it all around. It's got the Boston Acoustic, which I'm a big car audio guy, and I think they sound amazing, so I kept those. And then I've got a custom fiberglass enclosure with an Alpine Type R, and then a 1,000-watt Kenwood amp that pushes it. Sounds pretty decent. Also wrapped the pillars in carbon as well. So I wasn't planning on doing this, so I didn't actually clean the car up, so it's a little bit dirty. It's not horrible, but here on the inside, wrap the center with carbon as well. The thing I like about this car is it's got the light frost beige interior. And according to Dodge, because you can actually email them and they'll send you back information on your car, mine is only one of 21 ever produced with the mineral gray exterior and the light frost beige interior, which doesn't really add value to it per se, but it's kind of cool just knowing that there's not, you know, another 100,000 of these like you'd have like a Camry or a Corolla or something. But so under the hood, I've got the Mopar strut tower brace, got the Mopar intake, kind of played with the engine cover a little bit too. It's got a Billet Technologies catch can, and also a coolant reservoir cover on there as well. So performance wise, like I said, it's got the intake on it. I've got a cat back dual 3-inch exhaust with an Xpipe and then Flowmaster Outlaw mufflers. So I'll give you an exhaust sound here in a second. As far as suspension goes, it's got the Mopar Stage 1 lowering springs, which drop the car roughly 1.5 inches. And then we put on new struts, and I think they're Monroe if I remember right, but they're the replacement for the Magnum SRT as well. So it kind of gives it a really nice, kind of a firm ride, but it seems to handle like it's on rails. And then we were going to do the Mopar sway bars, but this one has the I think they call it the heavy duty suspension or the police package on it. which already gives it the thicker roll bar, so we didn't really see a whole point in doing the sway bars. But I don't know, we might down the road anyway, just to say it's done. And then I kind of want to do a strut tower brace for the rear. They do make them for the Charger, which you can make work on the Magnum, but I think you have to do some cutting on the body panels, and I don't know, I'm kind of up on the air if I want to do that or not. So, and then it also has a Diablo Predator P2 91 octane performance tune in it. So not quite too sure as far as how much power it makes. I mean, if I had to put a guess on it, I'd say maybe 360, 375, 380 at the crank, somewhere in that area. But I have not dynoed the car yet because I'm kind of scared to, just in case it comes back and makes like 250 or something at the wheels. But I don't know, maybe one day I'll actually do that. So, but yeah, the car's in very good shape in and out. Absolutely love this thing. Kids call it Maggie, which I know isn't very original, but here I'll give you an exhaust sound here in a second. So. Okay, well there you go. That's my 2005 Dodge Magnum RT. So again, absolutely love this car. If you're thinking about picking one up, I would highly recommend it. It's kind of cool because they're just unique. You don't see a ton of them out there anymore. And then the majority of the ones that you do see are pretty, I don't know, kind of clapped out, just not very well taken care of. So I think it's a car that was either really loved by a lot of people, or just a lot of people didn't really care about them. Maybe just a mode of transportation type car. So, but I absolutely love this thing. Plan on keeping this one for a very long time. And yeah, thanks for watching.